I think. Oh, this is like a. Oh. Yeah, because I've obviously got. Yeah. Let's see. 1 second. That's not going to work. Yeah, this has created an issue where we've got capturing within capture, isn't it?
Yep, and it would help if I turn my mic on as well.
Ah.
So there we go.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're faced with an option here. Either one of us doesn't stream the other person's game at the same time, or because I'm not sure how we can capture each other's singular screen unless we're capturing from each other's Twitch's accounts.
Yeah, that's the way I'm doing it. So
yeah. So maybe if I just maybe I can full screen mine, but I would have to lose your display, unfortunately. Which,
no, I've got yours on mine, so
yeah, if you want to do it. Okay, so let's get rid of all this faff then.
Yeah, one thing that's annoyed me about Sunshine so far already, the controllers are inverted, i.e. for the flood.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so up is actually up and down is going down. Oh,
and I'm guessing you can't change that because as my limited experience with it, you can't.
Yeah, no, I've tried, but there's no option to do inverted controls. I don't know if they'll do that in a future update.
Yeah, it had one today, didn't it? But for what little it was worth to do that, it didn't seem to have done much other than some basic bug fixes. Yeah, I mean, 64 is mostly fine. I don't know if you gave 64 a go yet, or if you just jumped straight into Sunshine.
Yeah, I just did it pretty much after your stream, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, have you played Mario 64 in 60 Hz before?
I have.
Okay.
Slightly illegitimate version, but yeah, I have done it.
Needs must. Yeah, well, I haven't. I've never emulated it. I've never played an American version in any form. I don't think the Virtual Console ones were 60 Hz either. So they're notorious in the Wii days of not doing that, weren't they?
Yeah, there's strictly like Europe must be at 50 Hz and everywhere else must be 60. And it's like, okay.
I don't know what the logic was. I feel like I mean, this is Nintendo in a nutshell with this as well, isn't it? But it's like they thought we were nostalgic for 50 Hz or something, or maybe. I think what it is I think it's purely semantics with licensing. I think you have a license for the PAL version, you have a license for the NTSC version, and you might have to do a separate license. But I'm speculating.
Yeah, it would make sense. Considering like the amount of different versions out there. I mean, like there probably are like a few legal things where you have to have them in each different country. Yeah,
well, one has like copyright North America, one has copyright Europe and things like that, don't they? So you might find that even some small kind of semantic thing like that makes a difference. Bugger.
I've already had one problem going from 64 to Sunshine straight away.
Oh yeah?
I tried to do the long jump where you crouch and then jump. Yeah, it's not quite the same on the on Sunshine.
Well, isn't the shoulder buttons just for flood in this?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's fast to the stone pillar. Oh yeah, because there's one of those stone pillars you can hold on to. I haven't played Sunshine in quite a long time. I think I've played it more recently than Mario 64, but because a lot of people really hated Flood, I kind of liked it. I thought Mario Sunshine was quite fun, personally. I know it's a divisive game, but
it was just a different mechanic.
Yeah, it was different, you know. In the same way Mario 64 was different to 2D Mario, you know. It's like these things happen, you know.
You had to progress at some point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you try things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I wouldn't call Sunshine a black sheep or anything like that, personally.
No.
I mean, I know it's controversial, but I prefer Sunshine to Galaxy.
Everyone, it is one of those. Well, the whole 3D series is sort of like a debate of 64's better, Galaxy's better, Sunshine's better. So
Yeah, I mean,
there's no right or wrong answer.
no, I mean for me, I think 64. I love like visual, like the theme, and I love the idea of the mechanics. It's very acrobatic, but what I do think it is a little bit janky now. Sunshine is really imaginative, but I do think that the scope of like I don't know, like the squirting mechanic and that does become a bit one note after a while. Galaxy, I think is really good level design, but it hasn't got freedom. It doesn't feel like it's got a lot of freedom to me. And then I think that personally, out of the ones where you have to collect stars, I probably have to give it to Odyssey. To be honest, I think Odyssey is sublime.
Yeah. There's just so many of them, like 800 odd.
Yeah.
Individual ones, and then obviously you can go to 999 if you buy them all. But it's always progressing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always a challenge with Odyssey.
Yeah, I like, because in Odyssey I feel like you get the stars quicker, if that makes sense. Like all of the stars are a bit more bite-sized achievements than they were in some of the others, where you feel like you have to work quite hard to get some of the stars in like Sunshine and such. Especially Galaxy as well. Like I feel like sometimes you can be on a level for like 10-15 minutes. Whereas in Odyssey you can be on a level and you can get like a star pretty quickly, and there's like a stupid amount of stars in each level. So I don't know, maybe that's a preference thing, I think, but I like that they're a bit sort of smaller. So I've heard that in Sunshine they've sort of upscaled the 3D the videos, the cutscenes.
It does show. It's not quite cell shaded, but it does kind of look as if it is. That on like the first video that I just had on my stream. Yeah, it does look a bit odd. In fact, I did see it on my Switch's screen earlier today, and I wasn't a big fan of it like straight away, but now that I've got into it a bit more, I'm just suddenly realising, yes, it looks smoother, it looks a bit, maybe, I wouldn't say better than it was.
No.
But
I think it's one of those things where it's like, when Sunshine came out and you are playing it on the CRT, and that better is a bit of a subjective term for it. It disguised the flaws better, I think, more than anything. But I think they've done a commendable job considering what they were working with.
Yeah, well, like you said on your stream earlier, on Mario 64 they redrew all the your lives and the stars. And yeah, I was really impressed when I saw it on my screen as well. And at least there's something there. Yeah,
well, they could have just upscaled the whole thing, called it a day. That's something Square would have done with like a Final Fantasy release. They would just been like, yeah, we're going to blow this up to a high resolution, smooth it over with some horrible Vaseline filter, and then call it a day. And they haven't done that. In Nintendo's defense, they have
made it.
They've internally upscaled the models. I haven't just blown up the image to 1080p, which I appreciate that.
It is nice they gave us Sunshine in 16:9 as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's cropped, but it doesn't really matter. It's not a cinematic game, so I don't think it really matters too much. I think there's not really a lot more I can do here. I think I've kind of got to just go fight Bowser. I have got 24 stars. It might be about time.
Yeah, basically I got about 10 stars before I stopped myself and got ready for this stream.
Oh wow, look at Peach.
Hmm.
Actually looks quite good in this.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at on my screen now. Yeah, that considering how far away. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard, I think it was Digital Foundry who did a video on it, and they have redrawn some of these some of the 2D assets like that as well. So I don't know if it's AI upscaling or whether it's like a completely brand new. If it's a real brand new render, they've managed to imitate the art style very well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just really amazes me that even though it's a 16, no, well, I'd say not 16-year-old game, 26-year-old game.
26, yeah.
There goes my maths. Yeah, the amount of effort some people have gone to just to make it as if it is a 2020 game.
Yeah, because I mean, I think the way I would describe this is how I remember Mario 64 looking, if you know what I mean, rather than how it actually looked. So it's like, you know, I probably thinking, oh, this is just like a straight port, but it's not. It's just that my brain is remembering it in a more shiny way than it actually was. You often get that with people who make 8-bit games these days. They'll make them and they'll have like perfectly sharp pixels, and it's like that's not really like what it was when you were younger.
No.
You know,
Everything was in your own imagination. Everything was perfect. Pretty much how kids see these 3D games now.
Yeah. I mean, I can't easily tell like I used to. I used to be able to really tell the difference between graphics in a generation, but now I just, if someone asked me which console had better graphics about the PS5 and the Xbox One X, I don't even know if I could tell you.
No.
You know, at the face of it.
Well, I couldn't tell since, say, the Xbox 360 and the PS3.
No, not really. Yeah, it's getting to the point where there's really not much. Oh, I'm really terrible at this. I mean, I'm happy for that because we don't have to go through this garbage of just basing which one has the best graphics anymore.
Yeah. That's what really annoyed me. That back in the day, just like, oh, the graphics. It's like, yeah, but you can have the graphics and make them look nice, but whether the game is good or bad, that's another story.
Yeah, because I mean, there was an argument for Street Fighter, wasn't there? Street Fighter 2 on the Mega Drive or Super Nintendo. Well, obviously, the Super Nintendo one looked better.
Yeah.
The Mega Drive one had the advantage of having a better controller for it. You know.
Yeah. Like the 6 button.
Yeah, exactly. If you had a 6 button, if you had a 3 button, you were out of luck.
In fact, I've only ever played the Mega Drive Street Fighter with the 3-bar controller once, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, I had Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. No, it was, one of the later ones, and that was I only had a 3 button for that. I never had a 6 button when I was younger, so this whole switching, punching kicks with a start button was not for me.
Nah. Well, I suppose it was the best they had at the time, but
yeah,
it's just like, well, I don't own. Well, I do own 2 3-button controllers, my Mega Drive Mini, but I have considered again like the Retrobit 6-button controllers.
Yeah, I have the Saturn controller by Retrobit, and yeah, I use that in my Mini most of the time because that feels great to me. I think like someone like Gagaman would probably be able to tell the difference. I didn't have a Saturn at launch, but I had one later on. But I must admit I can't tell the difference. But I have heard aficionados of the Saturn have said that there are differences in the shoulder buttons and things like that.
Yeah,
but I can't really tell.
Had the Model 1 back in the day, and yeah, I played with the Model 2 controller, and yeah, it's a world of difference.
You mean the Model 1 Saturn?
Yeah, Saturn, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, the Model 1 Saturn. Well, that controller was definitely a thing, the Model 1. If you mean that big, chunky thing that came out originally, yeah. Kind of reminds me of the Xbox did a similar thing, didn't they, when they released the Xbox, and then in Japan they made a smaller version of the controller.
Yeah, and then that became the standard because everyone couldn't handle the Duke controller.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same sort of story, isn't it? Because like when people think of a Saturn controller, they do not think of the Model 1, I wouldn't say.
Definitely. Although I did get the oh yes, Hyperkin and made the Duke remake for the Xbox One.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
And it even had a screen on the middle bit where, like, there was a big, the big massive X in the controller.
Yeah.
They actually put a screen on that.
Oh.
So.
Hyperkid are an interesting company. Sometimes they don't make stuff with the best build quality, I guess you could say. Well, I don't know if I would say build quality. Sometimes I bought the Retron 5 and it didn't have the best emulation in the world, but in a lot of regards it was quite a neat little machine, I think.
Well, it was the first of its kind. I mean, there was the Retro Freak, which I have got, but didn't play as much because I already had the Hyperkid Retron 5 ready to go.
Retron 5, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not saying Hyperkin's a bad company, but I've had a few things from them which didn't turn out as good as I hoped. I.e. the Superboy, I think they call it.
Oh, that Super Nintendo portable thing.
Oh no, not the Superboy, the Smart Boy, which was the Game Boy attachment for your phone.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, it was nice, but it was just so plasticky and well, it would have broke if I put pressure on it, but it just didn't feel sturdy enough.
Yeah, I hate when you get something like that and you're just worried about literally everything you do with regards to it, just in case it breaks. And I've kind of felt like that with Joy-Con since I've had a pair sort of break on me. And it's unfortunate because I do love the Joy-Con. I think it's quite a nice controller, but that's one of the reasons I bought this Pro controller. And I don't know how reliable the Pro controllers are, but it feels a bit tougher, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
More tough.
I've had mine since day one, although I'm using my second Pro controller, which was the Super Smash Bros. Edition.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wanted the version 2 D-pad one. To be honest, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but yeah, I have used like the Pro controller since the Switch's launch, and
yes,
yeah, I think it is like one of the best controllers out there. Especially,
I was shocked actually how good it felt. I thought, like, I don't know, it didn't look like it was going to feel as good as it did, but I think it's actually one of the best ones that come out for a while.
The one that's one thing that surprised me the most about the controller is the size of the phase buttons. Just like they seem a bit bigger than just like normal X, Y, B, and A buttons.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. I was talking to my friend the other day, and he was saying the only thing he didn't like was the D-pad, but I don't know what he's talking about. To be honest, I really like it. I usually hate the Xbox layout where you have like analog stick at the top left and an analog stick down the bottom, and then a D-pad, because then it's like I'm sacrificing D-pad for platformers for not really a whole lot. But for some reason here, the D-pad feels fine. I feel like I can use that D-pad almost as well as, let's say, a Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
So I've been fine with it.
Well, say for like Tetris 99, works really well with that.
Oh, I haven't even tried that.
Yeah.
With this,
it's definitely worth a try.
I forgot where the invisible cap is. Whoops.
Oh, we had Cherry C popping in for a sec. So
oh yeah.
Good to see she's stuck around.
I feel like I'm being really daft. I remember you have something to do with being outside, getting the invisible cap. You got like drain the water from. I don't remember how to drain the water.
You had to, I think, ground pound something on the inside of the castle.
Yeah, there's like two pillars, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't remember where that room is.
I think it's underneath. You know, as you go in the castle, and it goes like the door in front of you.
And you have like the boo garden, and then the garden with the boos, and then you can go the other way, and it goes to like the underground segment, I guess you could say. And maybe it's there. So how are you getting used to the idea of not having analog on there?
To be honest, I've actually taken to it like a duck to water, because it sort of gives me the option of like doing the flood just standing or flood whilst moving on 2 different buttons, and basically yes, it does take a bit of time to get used to, but when you do get used to it, it does feel as if
solid.
you're not having to concentrate on where your finger is on the GameCube controller.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the kind of thing, because it's like a digital input now. You know 100% what you're getting.
Yeah.
Cherry Terrier said that you sound a bit quiet.
Okay, I'll try and push the mic up a bit.
I could always turn myself down as well if necessary. Swim, Mario, swim.
One thing I would like to see, I doubt that they'll actually implement this, because it is like more modern technology and all. Motion controls.
Yeah, it has got gyro on Galaxy, so you can do that for the getting the shine sprites. What are the shine sprites? Whatever those things are called.
Power stars.
Yeah, the little candy things.
I know they're bits, but I can't remember what bits.
Well, I want to say shine bits, but I know that's probably not right. Wow.
Oh, star bits.
Star bits, yeah. You can use the gyro to pick those up, which is cool.
Thanks, Cherry Terrier, for that. But yeah, they're based on a Japanese candy.
Yeah, I've seen that in anime and stuff. I didn't know it was an exact analog, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it was just weird. One day getting a Japanese loot box, and yeah, they had them in them, and
cool.
tasted good. But then again, they're literally all sugar, so
yeah.
Do.
So do you actually have a favourite out of the Mario games, or?
I want to say 64.
Okay.
Because it's the one I've played like the most when I was younger, and it was groundbreaking at the time. In fact,
yeah.
I remember when I first played it, I actually had a giggling fit because I was just enjoying it so much. I actually couldn't stop laughing and
just
barely
that level of happiness from playing a game.
Yeah, and the only other time that's happened was the first time I played the Dreamcast. So it's quite a rare occurrence, but it is warranted.
Well,
so.
Whoops. Yeah, I mean, I think I told this story while I was streaming earlier, but like I say, my nephew had Mario 64. He got it, I think, like 2 days after the N64 came out, and it did kind of implant into me that I wanted to get it. So yeah, 64. I think 64 and Pilot Wings were my 2 games that I got with my N64 when it came out.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate Pilot Wings initially, but after time, I actually rather like that game.
Yeah, I've actually heard on various social media sites that Nintendo are actually considering bringing an N64 online app to the Switch.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would really love that, because I think... oh no, did it again? The N64 has a lot of games that I would like to play again, but I just cannot be bothered to hunt them all down. And there's a few that I never played at the time, mostly like the certain ones that did come out here. I was a big fan of Ogre Battle, and only America and Japan got that, which really annoyed me. And games like Mystical Ninja do not emulate. They just really don't like being emulated. So I can't, unless I'm playing on actual hardware, I can't really play that.
Yeah, that's the thing about the N64. Like, if you're using like a flash card and an EverDrive, something along those lines, yeah, it most likely will work. But if you try it on a PC or any other console, yeah, it is a 50-50 thing whether it will work or not.
Yeah, I don't know why N64 is so awkward that way. It's kind of like the Saturn, you know. It's like a what? Oh no, I keep doing it. What's wrong with me?
Just looking over it and all of a sudden, you.
But yeah, yeah, there's a few games I'd like to see. I would like to see, you know, the two Zeldas on there and the 2 Mystical Ninja games, and it's like Jet Force Gemini. I don't know how awkward that would be. Cause I think, is that Rare Jet Force Gemini? I think it is.
It is. Yeah, it was on Rare Replay.
Ah, yeah.
So.
That might be a tricky one to get, because I think the thing is, if they do N64 online, I think everyone's just going to be like, "Where's GoldenEye?"
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen for so many reasons.
That is the thing I'm having to continuously say to everyone that does post, like, "Oh, let's have GoldenEye on the Switch." It's like, no, that's not how it works.
No, you can't. It's licensing hell, that game. It's done. It's a done deal. You can't have it. It's a shame, but you know, like they made that Wii game precisely because they couldn't just do that.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a bit weird having Daniel Craig
as James Bond.
As James Bond back then, but
yeah.
But needs must.
Yeah, that's it. Did I get it? I think I've got it. Yeah, this is the thing. It's obviously Pierce Brosnan isn't James Bond, and the people who own James Bond, I'm not sure who is in charge of James Bond, just aren't going to let that go. It's the same thing with like Disney and Marvel characters, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, that is quite a miracle that they got Spider-Man just for the PS4 version.
Yeah, that's because Sony owned Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it was obviously, that was a much easier deal to work, I guess. But I feel like Xbox should have just, Square, when they made the Xbox version, should have just been like, you can have a random Marvel character that isn't going to be on the PlayStation version, just because, you know, just to make it feel a bit more fair. Because at the moment, people who've got Xbox are just being screwed out of a character for no reason, you know.
It kind of was well, not hoping, but it would have been nice if they had like the whole Soul Calibur 2 sort of deal, where they have like different characters for different consoles.
That's exactly what they should have done. Yeah, I agree. You know, because if they couldn't, like, you know, if they couldn't have got, like, obviously they couldn't have got Spider-Man, fine, but like, you know, there's loads of Marvel characters that aren't necessarily in movies yet, and they could have just got that character for cheap and then just shoved that in the Xbox version.
Yeah,
you know.
And if it come to it, could have done Deadpool.
Yeah. I don't know who owns Deadpool.
Yeah.
I think Disney owned Deadpool now because they bought Fox, didn't they? So you know, you could do Deadpool.
It would have been like a whole nother console war just for having like different characters on different games.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked when Soul Calibur did that in general. It was a bit bad in the balance, regard with balance, but I guess at that point people weren't really thinking about fighting games in a tournament sense that much. So obviously nowadays, if you made a fighting game, that would be a problem. But obviously that is oh my god, it's not a fighting game, this Avengers thing. So, but you know,
I do remember playing a demo of it at EGX last year. I mean, it wasn't very long of a demo, but I did like what I saw.
Yeah, I've heard one of the complaints with it is that they said, oh, you know, DLC, there'll be no like character DLC, like it'll all be free, but they've added DLC for stuff for the characters, if you know what I mean. But I don't really know beyond that, really. What am I doing? I'm not thinking straight. I think the biggest issue for me in this is like when I was younger and playing Mario 64, I knew how to do all of the stars, but now I'm just going to levels and I'm like, how do I get that star? I completely forgot.
That is my problem as well. It's like, it's not like trying to learn a bike and learn how to ride a bike rather.
Yeah,
And
you don't just.
once you've done it, that's it. You're done for life. But
Yeah, I've just completely forgotten where half of these are. I mean, I know it's been a long time since I played Mario 64. Oh, god damn it, I thought I got that, but it didn't count.
oh,
That's weird. It must be because I fell down that hole. Weird. I guess I'm going back outside. I literally ordered this yesterday because I wasn't going to get it. But then I just thought,
it's a limited edition.
It's a limited edition. I don't want to buy it digitally because, well, it's the definition of perishable, that game.
Yes.
So, I didn't want to buy it digitally, and I thought it's the same price digitally. So if I change my mind later, I'm screwed. So I thought I'll buy it physically now, and if I decide I want to sell it, I can do that, and I'll probably get as much as I paid for it.
Yeah.
Because it'll be out of stock. Not that I like in a scalping sense, because I don't really like the idea of scalping, but if I could sell it for as much as I paid for it,
which you probably will get the money back.
Yeah.
How many people do actually want it?
Yeah, I'm not even saying I would sell it, but if I did decide I want to, I know that this game at least is only going to go up in price, so
I'm certainly not seeing this as a bit of an investment because obviously I don't want to get rid of any of my Switch games, but
no. Oh, it's the blue one. That's why it wasn't there. Daft. Yeah, no, exactly. At the moment, I've been trying to only buy stuff that I objectively want. So yeah, my Switch collection is building quite substantially. Actually, it's when I've got my Switch, I thought I am going to buy a decent chunk of games, but I never thought I'd buy anything like what I have for. It's overtaken my PS4 and everything rather quickly.
Yeah, same here. I wouldn't say PS4 is my main console because I've had an Xbox One since soon after Metal Gear 5 came out.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't straight away, but it was like soon after launch. But yeah, my Switch collection is just not so much exploded, but I think I am versioned on 200 different games on it.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know how many I've got. I've got a good chunk on my shelf physically, but then I've got a ridiculous amount digitally as well. Where I keep running out of space on having to buy new things for it, new SD cards, bigger SD cards. Oh, I don't know if I'm going the right way. But yeah, no. This has easily walked away as my favourite console in a long time. I think I'm like this. I don't think I've been as happy with a console since the Dreamcast. I like this more than the PS2.
Yeah, that's how I see it with myself. Just like I was really happy when I got the PS2 myself years and years ago, and yes, I did build up a huge library of games.
Oh yeah, it was easy to do on there because everything was on there. But
yeah, everything these days is just like, oh, you must have it like 4K in both for PS4 and Xbox One, and PS5 and Series
Watch me care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, sometimes obviously I don't like making the concession for power that the Switch makes me do sometimes, but for the most part, I don't care that the Switch version isn't quite as powerful. I do not care at all. Yeah.
But then again, there are games like this which you're never going to get on any other console.
No, and I know Sony gets more exclusive than Xbox, but I'm not that bothered by Sony exclusives. Most of them I don't care about. I don't really care about God of War. I don't really care about Last of Us that much or anything like that. So I could live without those, but I don't think I could really go without the latest Mario game or the latest Zelda game.
Yeah.
This is a whole nother level of importance to me. Yeah. I'm sure that if like God of War is your favourite game series, that obviously will change your mind quite a lot. But
Yeah.
I often bought PlayStation consoles back in the day. Well, at least the PS2 and the PS3. The reason I bought them was for the latest Metal Gear game. So so Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PS2. That's why I got a PS2, and Metal Gear Solid, Fallout 4.
Oh.
4, yeah. Metal Gear Solid 4 is why I bought
PS3.
Yeah, PS3. So yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry to join. I couldn't find your stream anywhere.
It's we should be on Twitch, I think.
Yep. And I've just made a Rick-style mistake of just falling off the stage.
I think we've got an echo in here, have we now?
Shouldn't have. Everything's fine at
Right,
my
I'll
end.
bugger off. I'm just trying to find a link to your stream somewhere.
Oh, well, we can drop that in there. I'll give you Hunk Thunder's one because his has got mine in there as well.
Okie doke. See you in a minute.
Okay. I've just boosted Discord,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so hopefully it'll come out a bit clearer.
Oh, I've forgotten how to do this level on the boo. Boo level. And I'm nearly dead. I think you got to get to the top of the boo tower thingy. Or kill all the boos. No, that was it. You got to kill the boos, haven't you?
Yep.
And then the big boo would come.
And then, yeah, it's simple enough, but it's
yeah, I completely forgot. I've got punching when I don't know how you hit that. Was it don't play right, you right?
yeah, just having another moment where the analog triggers would be of better use to me than.
Oh yeah. So is this a point where you're like, oh, I wish I had analog then?
Yeah, I thought I wouldn't have it like straight away, but. Ah, there it goes.
Hey there, Fat the Younger. Ooh. Sorry for not saying it. While I'm streaming, my Discord does not beep, so I've just been missing all the messages in the thingy. It goes into streamer mode, and it's a pain in the ass what it is. But it's been fairly successful, I think, this stream with regards to.
Yeah, considering that it's 2 in 1, and
Yeah. There isn't too much lag, I wouldn't say either.
no, I mean, like on my screen, I'm noticing a few things aren't like synced up, but
Yeah.
then again, it's not that much of a major issue.
No. I'm just trying to remember how you kill, because when I've got the invisible thing, I can just jump into them, I think. Oh, can you just jump on top of them? I completely forgot how you kill them.
I think it's just a case of just jumping on their heads.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I keep bouncing off. It just does nothing.
That
Weird.
might be another thing which I've noticed about. I don't know if it's any different in 64, but it seems to be a case that if you don't, what was it? If you don't get everything like spot on, it will just, like as you say, just throw you off. And
Yeah, definitely. The Fat Young says, "Can you play Sunshine with a GameCube controller?" Yes, you can, but not
it's
with
not the same way as traditional
game.
way.
No, it's just a USB controller as a GameCube, so it's like it's probably worse way to play it, to be honest.
Yeah. Although there are games out there which use GameCube controllers analog triggers.
Smash for one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I've been enjoying this, and I haven't played Sunshine yet, but that is probably my least favourite thing about this is the fact they can do the analog, or the fact that Galaxy 2 being missing is probably the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon that will be patched up at some point.
Yeah, maybe, or they might do it as a standalone download sometime, maybe. Or do you mean the GameCube support?
Actually, no. The it could
Galaxy
be
2.
Like a standalone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm hoping for a patch. I mean, I was talking to my friend, and what he thinks is going to happen is after March, they are going to take this off the store. But what they're going to do is they're going to sell them separately, which, I mean, they could. I don't know if they will, but they could do it that way. Where like you would buy Mario 64 for a fraction of the cost by itself, and do it like that. But I just don't know why you would do that. You know, you think you just do that out of the gate, if anything.
Exactly. That. Even on their presentation video, like a couple weeks ago, Galaxy 2 wasn't in their like 35 years of Super Mario video, so
I mean, it's a well-received game, isn't it?
Yeah.
People really like that game. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't play much Galaxy 2, but I remember people really liking it when it came out, liking it a lot more than the first one even.
Yeah, personally, I really did like 2 more than the first one. I mean, like, the first one was great, the second one's even better, but it's just a shame that Nintendo are just like hiding it away for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue, I don't know what Nintendo are thinking, that could be that you could say that about this whole thing, really. Oh, bugger. But specifically with this, I'm not sure why they're doing it. You know, like what's wrong with Galaxy 2? Surely they're not just being lazy and don't want to put it on because of effort. You know, it just doesn't seem to make much sense to me. And there isn't really space to make a All Stars 3D 2. You know.
Yeah.
So they can't do that unless they were to put it on with like the new Super Mario Brothers games in the package, which I would probably buy.
Yeah, that could be another collection entirely, because that's got quite a
4 games in that, isn't there?
Can't remember.
DS, 3DS,
Oh, yeah, DS.
Wii, and Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's 4 of them, isn't there? So you could do a new Super Mario Brothers All Stars, and that could work.
Yeah, because like the original was 4 games, 1, 2, 3, and Lost Levels.
Yeah.
Technically 5 if you have the Super
And
Mario
World
World
version.
Yeah.
Not my favourite way to play it, because Mario World's a bit not perfect on that version, but yeah, it's a method. There it is.
Mario Kart is saying hopefully they can split these games up
In the future.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah.
Because I know some people probably are. I think a lot of people probably are like, oh yeah, I really want Mario 64, but I don't necessarily care about Sunshine, for example.
Yeah.
As misguided as that is. So they might just want to shell out a tenner or something for Mario 64, which I get, but. You know.
I reckon that could be what they're playing at for like after March.
Yeah. I think that's a fair thing to say.
Because I remember, say, the Wii's Virtual Console, they had the Lost Levels, or it was actually Super Mario Bros. 2, on the Virtual Console shop.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, it's only available for a limited time only, which made me get my Wii out, get the game downloaded as quickly as possible. And yeah, the rest of the is history. But eventually, a few years down the line, they did bring it out again and had it on there permanently.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it will be the case again here.
Yeah, it could be. It's a bit of a mean trick to not tell people that, but you know, Nintendo is a Japanese company. They do tend to be a bit obtuse with information.
Yeah.
You know, they carry all this stuff close to their chest.
Plus, having things as a limited time only is a big thing over in Japan as well. So that
It is,
explains
yeah.
a lot of things there.
Yeah, you often like buy figures and that, and the demand is crazy high for the figure, but they're like, oh yeah, no, but we've only made 30,000. We've sold out of them. Tough. And it's like, why? People want to buy it. They want to give you money, and it just seems odd to me. And they do that with virtually everything. And I mean, it's all very silly. I understand the method, the logic a little bit with that Battle Royale game a bit, because it's like, it's for the 35 because of the 35th anniversary. I still think it's silly because it's a game that you're making only to get rid of. But, you know, I sort of get where they're coming from, even though I'd rather they kept it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it myself.
Yeah.
Super Mario 35.
I'm probably going to play a ton of that just so I can get as much of that game in as I can before it's gone. If it ends up being actually gone and they don't just sort of keep it around afterwards, who knows. But I have a feeling that that one will be gone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how or why Tetris 99's been around for so long, but yes, it is like the most fun you could have, like with 98 other players. But
the stupidest thing is it's a selling point for the Nintendo Online, and so will this Mario 35 be as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, once that date's gone, they're like, okay, well, you know, we're not selling you this anymore. And it's like, but I would have bought your online subscription, you know?
Oh, that's another thing that came out yesterday in the news. 20% of all Nintendo subscribers are family memberships.
Really?
Yeah. Which I don't know, not sure if everyone's worked out that if you have 8 family members, it costs about £4 a year for a Nintendo subscription, which is really good value.
That's insanely good value, yeah. I know people say, oh, well, you're not getting, like, you know, big games or anything like that, like you get with, like, PlayStation or Xbox, but you're getting classic games, like, you're getting really sort of important games to history, you know. You're not just getting some random fluff, you know. Having All-Stars on the go, like the original All-Stars, that's fantastic. I could just like boot up Mario 1 to 3 whenever I want, you know, and Lost Levels and World, you know. That is a big deal to me, you know.
And like as well, it's like it is, when you think about it, games did cost like £50 a time when they first come out, and £50 was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, in the 90s and stuff, £50 was an insane amount of money. But like, was it 20 odd quid a year?
Yeah.
That's it.
The most expensive version of it, yeah.
Yeah, I just had my bill come through about 2 days ago, and for my yearly subscription, and it was $17.99, so it's not a lot, you know. And I have, like, while I've been on the go, replayed through Zelda 1 and 2. I played through Zelda 2 3 times. Lots of Mario. Don't ask me why I played Zelda 2 3 times, but there you go. And yeah, like there's some stuff on there as well, like Breath of Fire 2. That game is really expensive, you know. So you could easily pay 300 quid to get that game. So it's nice to have it. I know it's temporary. One day this online service will be gone, and you know you won't be able to play those games anymore on that service. But you know,
it's good value.
Yeah, for now it's quite good. You know, I think your mileage does vary. If you don't want to play retro games and you're not playing games online, obviously it's borderline useless. But you could say that about the PlayStation, and you could say that about, you know, the Xbox's online service as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to think what I was about to say.
So I'm just trying to control this Nessie. It's quite quite hard. Oh no! Oh, stupid dinosaur thing.
Yeah, I remember that being a pain when I was younger. Just like, just go there, do that, and just like, no, don't walk away. I'm not finished with you.
I just hate that it's like it moves based on like what direction you're facing, but because Mario pivots weirdly in this game, he sort of like he just slips off his head all the time. Okay, time to get the metal hats. But yeah, I was saying in my stream earlier that hang on, were these Shy Guys here before? I don't remember Shy Guys being on this level.
Yeah, they were there.
Oh, were they? Okay,
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was an addition to this version of the game.
No, they were definitely there in the original.
Oh, okay. Just me then. Yes, I would like to save. 2, 3.
Ah, so you just hit the green switch palace.
Yep. It's kind of weird. I was saying in the other stream that it's a bit weird that the hats have never really come back. You know, that was just a one and done thing. I mean, I know you can say that about a lot of Mario power ups, but like, you know,
even in the new Super Mario Brothers, sort of like the original, you had like the micro and mega mushrooms, and they did stick around.
No, they didn't
stuff
stick around.
like that. The squirrel costume, that didn't really last.
No, that's true as well. I know. Miyamoto is quite famous for always wanting to make new power-ups and never really stick with one idea for too long. But yeah, fire flowers have stuck around for a while. I know they're not in every single game, but you know, I can't remember the last game actual fire flowers were in. Saying that, was it 3D World?
Yeah, because they weren't in Odyssey.
No.
And then again, it would have made much sense if it was in Odyssey.
Yeah, it must be. It must be. So Metalhead Mario can move. Where though? Is it this way? Only, like I say, the only time I remember Metal Mario coming back was in Smash. Really.
Yeah.
If you can really call it that.
But then again, anyone turns metal in whenever they get the specific power up.
I'm not really sure what to do with this Metal Mario power up here. When I was younger, I did think that was the best power up you could get in this game, which it might still be my favourite. It's hard to say. I do like the. Oh no, I remember this. I do like the wing hat when I was younger as well, but it's very stressful to use. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think that made an appearance in Odyssey or something similar.
It might be something. I don't remember it exactly, but it might have done. I never 100%ed Odyssey, so I couldn't really say for sure.
But yeah, I remember back in '96, like actually seeing like the Metal Mario, and I thought that was like the coolest thing I've ever seen because it looks all shiny and metally and.
Because
I think. Mario,
I think it was because it was like 3D and you could do that texture that made it look proper metallic. It was like blew my mind when I was younger. And the cool music change as well.
Yeah.
Is the right way? Oh, whoops.
Jump. There we go.
That's a good point. In fact, Young was like, I wonder how the wing hat stays on. You think the hat would just fly off, wouldn't you?
And like, if you're being dragged along by your hat whilst flying, it's got to be a bit painful on the neck.
I think he ties it on with spaghetti. That's my head canon.
So I've got to the Cliff Spring Cafe secret level,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, it's not letting me in.
Why not?
Does he not know who I am?
You know who the hell I am. Oh, is it? Do I have to do that jump? There we go. And there's nothing up here. Worth it. Well, I don't know. I'll come back to this level later.
One thing I must say though, the reflection in the water with Mario here,
Hmm.
it looks really, really like. I know it's coming from a game that's like years and years old, but it just looks so spectacular.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously they've upres those textures, haven't they? So it's quite a clean jump. It looks like. They what was it? They changed how I think the heat haze behaves as well. It seems to be quite good because the original Sunshine would have lower resolution textures the further away you were, and obviously this manages to keep 1080p all the way through. So. Oh, but oh no. Oh no. Never escape the fact that I am terrible at Mario games. Oh. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how Galaxy plays. I think some people said that came out of this with the
Most polish.
yeah, the most polish. That might be because there was less to do. Because you know, obviously it was only really a Wii game, so it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Plus, it was out for the Nvidia Shield over in China, so they probably
Oh yeah,
took a few like cues from there.
yeah, because I mean they probably already upscaled that already, so all the assets. Oh, I mean the assets might have been in HD by that point anyway. They just obviously made it for a console that was SD. So. Ooh. Oh.
I'm getting bullied again.
Yep, bullied all the time. Just like high school.
Remember in the Giga Leak, there's like another version of these enemies, and
What, the bullies?
yeah,
Ah.
like
Oh,
one that's twice the size. I know there is one that is twice the size, but
yeah.
actually looks
But-
a bit more human-like.
Interesting. Because I feel like that's one of the things with Mario 64. You would get one sort of enemy type, and you generally only some of the time you only see them in like one level. Like these bullies, I don't think you see these on anything else other than this stage. There might be like Bowser stage that they're on, but like generally, I don't think you really see them on much else. I am terrible at Mario.
Alright, where am I going? Right. I'm going to take a leap of faith over here. Oh no, it's gone wrong.
It's all gone wrong. I shall look forward to playing Sunshine again because it has been quite some time.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't play Sunshine as much as I've played Mario 64, though you would probably never tell with how I'm playing Mario 64. But
Yeah, admittedly, I didn't play Sunshine that much. Although I didn't have a GameCube at the time. But as soon as I got a Wii, and I heard that Game was selling off all their games for like £5 to £10, not £5, but £2 for £10. I thought, okay, I'll just grab all the Mario games I can.
Yeah.
So I've got Double Dash and Sunshine for a tenner. What else? There's also like a few other games which are pretty much like GameCube staples that everyone needs in their collection. And got
Yeah.
them really cheap.
That's good. I remember that happening with the Dreamcast once. They were selling Dreamcast games when the Dreamcast was officially dead. They were getting rid of their stock and they were selling them all for a fiver. So I was able to get like Shenmue 1 and 2, Fantasy Star Online 1 and 2. It's quite nice.
That certainly wouldn't happen these days, but
No. I remember once as well when it was, I think it was when it was still Electronic Boutique. They had, they found some old stock of Atari Jaguars in game in their shop, and they were just selling them, even though like we were like well into like several generations beyond, and they were still selling them. And they had like Doom on there and stuff like that. I should have bought one, even though it's an Atari Jaguar, but you know.
But yeah, still, it's just a piece of history.
Yeah, I mean, it probably cost you a fortune to buy one of them now.
Yeah, I don't want to say I've always wanted one because I haven't really wanted one, but just to say that I have owned one at some point.
Yeah, it's a curiosity, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it had Alien versus Predator on there, Alien Trilogy, and it was like a really good version.
Yeah.
Apparently.
AVP. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I'd probably want it for that, to be honest. That would probably be enough for me.
Yeah. Admittedly, I've only played a handful of Jaguar games.
Same. I think it had a pretty competent version of Doom as well.
Yeah. I have played that version, and yeah, it's better than the 32X version, which isn't exactly hard.
No,
but I wouldn't
true.
say it's better than the SNES version because of
really.
Well, it had no music, so therefore no atmosphere really.
Yeah, I mean that's a big part of Doom, you know. I remember these guys being so annoying to knock off.
Yeah, usually it's just like a couple of thumps here and there, and off they go. But no,
I don't know if they're like, if it's like a conversion thing from 50 to 60 hertz or something, but they seem to be more annoying. Just get them on the edge and then give them a whack. There's one.
Now I remember. Has to be chucked up in the air to get to a certain place.
Oh no, here we go. Big one now. Oh no, sod off. Oh no, I missed. Good thing I'm not really noticing any problem with like input lag or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is some, but I'm not really feeling it.
Certainly none at my end either. The controls are definitely as responsive as GameCube controller. And yeah, it's
I'm glad I got.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I'm glad I got this controller when I did, because I think. Oh, for the big bully. I think I did this in the wrong order. Yeah, I'm glad I got this controller when I did, because I don't think this would have really come across quite as well on the Joy-Cons.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was a bit worried about when I was playing it, my Switch undocked earlier. Like how different it would be. And yeah, it still holds up well as well.
Oh really? Oh, I'll have to try that. Is performance good still?
Yeah.
I assume it would be.
Yeah, it's the same as whether it is docked. I mean, like, yes, obviously the resolution's dropped a tiny bit, and
yeah,
say on Sunshine, like the intro movie, you do notice that it's slightly a bit blurry here and there, and some things do look a bit off, but it's not too off-putting.
because it's what was it? it's only 720 on Mario 64, where the others are 1080, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I can't really tell. I've had to bump mine down to 720 anyway, because my capture card freaks out whenever I'm on anything with a variable resolution on it.
Hmm.
So my Switch does that sometimes. It will just flicker, which is really annoying. So I have to go into the options and force it to be 720.
Yeah, it comes to think of it, my one's running at 1080p, although I am broadcasting at 720p because I'm on restream. But yeah, everything's running fine.
Yeah.
No drop frames whatsoever.
And your capture card's behaving even when you were in the main menu as well. So yeah, must just be mine.
Oh dear.
I've got an Elgato 60. Just it's pretty good capture card. It's fiddly sometimes, but
Yeah, mine's the 60S. So
I'm not sure if mine is an S or not. Bugger.
if it's via USB-C, then yeah.
No, it's not. No.
That might be why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even had to put a whole new USB card into my PC for my capture card.
Really?
Because yeah, the for some reason it just didn't like doing just normal USB anymore. Even though it's USB 3, it would just constantly come up with the message, "Oh, your USB port isn't powerful enough."
I hate when things like do that, especially if you're like plugging into some like adapter, for example, that's like a hub or something, and then it's just like, yeah, no, we can't draw enough power out of this device. And so, oh, well, thanks.
Yeah.
You're virtually useless.
Well, even though my all of my USB ports on my PC are actually in use, I'm surprised that it does actually like turn around and say, "Okay, enough is enough. We can't have you using any more power."
Ow.
But yeah, I've got a powered hub as well, so that helps sometimes, but not for not for my capture card.
I've just got one of those Amazon Basics hubs, which is fine for like controllers and stuff, but I can't use it to charge anything or anything like that. Which I mostly just use it to like power my minis, really.
Yeah, that's pretty much how my my extension lead is. It's got like 10 electric ports on it, but 2 USB like charging bits at the bottom. So yeah, that's basically powering my mini consoles.
Trying to think what, like, because I haven't got the NES Mini yet. I would like to get it at some point, but they're so expensive right now.
Yeah.
So I will be waiting, especially considering the vast majority of the games are on my Switch now. So
yeah. Well, that's the thing that annoys me, that I spend out all this money for a mini console. I mean, yes, it's very nice and it's all very neatly modelled and nicely done, but yeah, now that all the games on the Switch, I don't really need to get it out of the box at all. So
no, that's it. I mean, it's going to be handy one day when the Switch is finally gone and then the service is closed, unless they transfer the service to the Switch 2 or whatever. Assuming that they don't, then, because that's another thing that does annoy me a little bit with Nintendo. They got like a virtual console library and they kind of just reset it every time.
Yeah.
You know, they had like tons and tons of Wii virtual console games, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to start again, instead of just making a way that the emulation is viable on both and then just putting the entire library back on the new system, you know?
Especially given the excuse to say, oh, but we've run out the rights for that one and this and the other. It's like, no, not for your own games though.
No, yeah, not for your first party games, of which there are many.
Yeah, and most of them are actually good.
Yeah, so. Exactly. You could literally, a lot of the time, Nintendo, you can have a pretty healthy console just because of first parties. Can't say that for many console developers. It's pretty much only Sega and Nintendo really could offer that.
Mhm.
You know, Sega's not here in that. Oh, bastard! Sega's not here in that capacity anymore. So,
Yeah, although their previous attempt was a rather good one.
yeah, it's for me. It's still one of the saddest parts of the games industry for me because, yes, the Saturn failed. The Saturn wasn't even bad. It was just
Just everyone wanted the PlayStation because
yeah,
it was
and
cheaper
and they've been burned as well by Sega twice now with the Sega CD, which once again wasn't that bad, but you know,
it was just a case that people had to fork out for it.
yeah, it's a lot of money to spend on something they weren't gonna keep developing for, and then the 32X was an absolute joke. So yeah, it was like, you know, I do understand why no one wanted to buy any more Sega consoles and not trust them to actually make games for their consoles. But you know, they did with the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast had a ridiculous number of games.
Yeah.
A lot of them first party, a lot of them new IPs as well.
Yeah. I mean, like Crazy Taxi.
Space Channel 5.
Yep. Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio, yeah. House of the Dead. I mean, that was on the Saturn, but House of the Dead 2. But I mean, you could probably look at the Choo Choo Rocket, and it would the list literally would go on with the Dreamcast because I think it had probably more first parties than any other system, like in history, probably. Well,
It needed it.
yeah, it did because no one, like outside of Capcom, no one else really gave a damn. So
Yeah, especially EA.
yeah, thanks EA. Alright, see you guys later. Thanks for checking in.
Yep.
Yeah. What time is Murray Curry's stream? Is it 7?
I believe it's 9.
9,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, Flat Younger and Joe's streams at 7.
Right, okay.
So that'll be something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose everyone's had a little. Well, apart from Giga Man.
Yeah, I don't blame him after all of the stress that Thiggy's put him through.
Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
Just gotta say to him, like, one more week and then you're on holiday.
Yep. And then you can get stressed out of the sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching Murray Curry play it, so it looks mean.
Yeah. And basically, I want to give it a go as well.
I do, yeah. But because I haven't played the first one very much, I kind of feel obligated to play the first one a bit. But I really want it on console.
Yeah.
You know, I really want on Switch.
Yeah, that is the thing. It's like, I mean, yes, I got my PS4 right here, and I could download it and play it right now, but
Yep.
I don't really want to. I want it on the Switch.
I mean, I've got it on PC because I think I got it for quite cheap on PC. I think. Jiminy.
Mariko says the first game is highly recommended to
Start
get
with.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting off on.
Yeah, I will have to. That's a point. I think I've only captured my microphone on my streams. I think I've been talking to the ether this whole time. It's fine.
It happens.
It's only a messing about stream.
Yeah. But if anything, it is an experiment. Can we do 2 screens at once? And
Yeah.
it turns out, yes, we can.
It'd be good if we could get them. It's a shame we can't get them perfectly synced up because it would be good for like races and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there might be a way if we could force a delay or something. But yeah.
You know, yeah, I've seen the Flat Pack do basically 2 games at the same time, like Rocket League and Golf with Friends, Golf with Your Friends.
Oh really?
Yeah, they did it both at the same time, and yeah, but that's a direct connection between 2 computers, whereas we're
Yeah,
a few
we're
miles
on.
apart. And
It's really hard. Like unless I don't know how you would do it, unless you were like got both feeds coming into the same device and then capturing from that device. I don't know. They do it because they do it on like Games Done Quick, but then again, I think Games Done Quick because they're in the same building, aren't they? So
yeah.
But I guess if you could do a timer, I suppose it wouldn't make any difference if you were literally had like a stopwatch. I suppose it would be alright.
I've just got to the first puzzle bit in
Oh yeah.
Sunshine, and
How are the physics?
you know, if we didn't have this, we wouldn't have Galaxy, so I should be grateful.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Oh no! I hate this. It's annoying.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm just looking over. Oh,
Oh god.
there's a slight
Star
delay,
Wars,
but... Oh, oh, hey, oh. I was almost got myself.
I remember when I first played Sunshine really liking these levels because I was just at the time I was like I hate flood, you know. But obviously as I played through Sunshine, I began to like the flood mechanics. So I think I was just like I want 64 back, but be careful what you wish for. Oh God, no!
Yeah, I'm in Heart Attack territory now. It's just... Ah! Tiddle.
Oh no! I just saw it.
This is absolute torture.
I don't think a GameCube controller would save you here.
No. Right, here we go. I forgot about this now. On this side.
Go. Oh. Now, let's see if we can do this without falling off. Got it.
I needlessly just fell off the stage.
Ba, ba, ba.
Right, I've got 2 lives left.
Wahoo! Happens if you run out of lives.
Yeah, well, I'll just have to go back to where I got my last blue coin. You know, it's not too far away. Now I know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, I can now go do that. Now I've got the Metal Mario, I can go do that Jolly Roger stage.
And that was the thing. Oh, just got one up. Sort of like from what you were saying earlier, you can try and remember how you played it when you was younger, but you just can't get it perfect.
No, it's just I don't know. Like it's one of those things that I thought I'd never forget, like you were saying about riding the bike, but evidently not. You know, I haven't quite got the memory that I did have for this game. I wonder if that would happen for me in Zelda, like Ocarina of Time, and that, because I played the hell out of that when I was younger as well. But whether it's stuck or not, I couldn't say. There we go.
Right, I'm going to be absolutely careless now and just... When I say careless, I'm just going to push the analog stick forward, but...
Caution to the wind.
Yeah.
Go. Got it. Yeah. 36 stars. Nice. Can't remember what the minimum you need to beat the game. I think it's like 60 odd.
Yeah. I remember, like the first time I played, I thought, yes, I'm going to get like the whole 120 stars. I'm going to see Yoshi. I'm going to do this, going to do that, and then I got to about 70 stars and just thought, I just want to finish this.
Yeah, it is getting those last, because I think you have to do like 100 coins and stuff, you know, on all the levels. to get some of the stars, and it's just like, I can't be arsed with this. And the thing is, it's like the thing you get for doing it all is something you no longer need, which is 120 lives. I don't need 120 lives if I've done literally everything in the game.
Yeah. Sort of like Odyssey. Like you can do everything, but in the end you don't really need everything.
No, it's like you get this in RPGs a lot. You'll do like this really hard secret boss battle, and it'll give you the best weapon in the game. And it's like, I clearly do not need the best weapon in the game. I beat the hardest boss in the game without it, you know? So yeah, it's kind of annoying. I know they're trying to give you like something for beating the super boss, but they should probably do something like, I don't know, like a secret ending or something, you know? Something a bit more tangible.
You know, yeah, the airship was a nice surprise.
Yeah, as a little cameo.
Right, I'm going to take a tiny break for a sec, and I'll be back for now.
Righto.
Phew.
Right, I'm back,
Welcome back.
and Mario's fallen asleep. How dare he?
Cheeky git. I still don't know how to get this cage star. It's just completely...
You... I used to be... Oh, you got to kick over the... No, it's not that one.
No.
I was kicking over that big plank. And
Yeah, that's how I got to here, but it doesn't seem to have really aided me in getting up there. And unless there's a cannon, but then firing a cannon and landing in there, that's quite a shot.
Let's go back to what we were saying earlier. It's like you used to be able to complete this as kids without thinking about it, but it's now
Yeah, now I
you just have to think about it. Just like, well, how do I do this? How do I do that?
I feel kind of almost a bit stupid, really. It's just like you know, when like teenage me, or not even teenage me, I don't even think could do this. I mean, I could try long jumping it, but I really don't think I'm going to be able to long jump that.
It's kind of like a Mandela effect. Just like, did this actually happen, or we just imagine it? Or
yeah, did I actually do this when I was? Oh, I almost had that. Yeah, so it might be one of those things where I thought I was really good and I did all these things, but I could be completely misremembering the facts.
right, here we go.
Good luck.
Oh,
Oh
why
no!
did my right thumb just hit that button quicker?
Mind you, it is over there. I suppose it's theoretically possible. Hang on.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I knocked the wall off.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got a star there which you could get on the other side, but that's another star entirely.
I might as well do it while I'm here. If I can actually hit it.
That's one thing that I thought like made it the best game, but the fact that you can actually fire Mario into a wall and it will destroy it.
Yeah. Just doesn't care.
Nope.
He's made of hard stuff, Mario. Has to be said. I don't know if it's like the laws of the Mushroom Kingdom or something, but yeah.
Or maybe everything's just soft.
Yeah, everything's just squidgy in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah.
Yep, I messed up again.
Oh no. I'd like to see Nintendo do. Yeah, it was the next one. Blast away the wall. I'd love to see Nintendo do more of these kinds of collections for like, I don't know, like I'd love to see the Mario RPG games. You know, like Mario and Luigi or Paper Mario collection. Oh, I would so buy a Paper Mario collection.
Well, this is the point. Like, surely Nintendo knows that collections sell.
Yeah.
Because people still want to play these games.
Ooh.
Maybe not give us like completely brand new games.
Yeah, I guess the only issue with stuff like Paper Mario and that is the assets are all sprites, and blowing them up to HD is probably going to make them look ugly.
Yeah.
But I think most people would be okay with it for the most part. You know, I'd settle for it. I know I would rather have it, you know, a nice shiny new HD version of all of them, but you know. I mean, and to be fair, Paper Mario does actually have quite a few 3D assets. It just has character models that are sprites, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
because it's on N64, so therefore everything has to be in 3D.
Yeah, all the backgrounds and everything 3D. So I mean, that would work. That'd be fine. You just have to redraw all the character art, and they're not exactly super well animated because that's sort of the point.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know. Do it, Nintendo, and like Mario and Luigi. I love the Mario and Luigi games. To be fair, they have remade a couple of them.
Yeah.
Not Partners in Time for some reason, but just like they skipped that one for some reason. But yeah.
Again, I didn't press the jump button quick enough.
Oh no.
It must be some sort of monitor lag here. Not that
Yeah,
I'm playing my equipment, but it's getting to the point where I know I'm doing something right, but it's not responding how I want it.
Do you think as it's going through the capture card or the game, like?
It's probably because it's going through the capture card. But then again, I am playing on a really cheap TV.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help. It all adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's actually a TV I bought from Asda in a post-Christmas sale. I think it's like £50 for a 19-inch TV.
Oh, that's right.
So,
probably for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I've fortunately got I use one of my PC monitors. So I've got one of those ones that's like 0.1 millisecond input latency. So I'm only really dealing with the input latency of the capture card and just the nature of being on a digital display, I suppose.
Yeah.
But half decent PC monitors are actually getting quite affordable now. So
yeah, I saw an LG for about £144, and that was actually a 144 hertz screen as well. So
wow.
Yeah, so
I would like a high hertz screen, to be honest, because you know they say that unless you've actually used one, you don't know just how much better it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, mine runs at 75 hertz for some reason. But,
really?
Yeah. Which is all right, and you do notice like everything running at 60 hertz, 60 frames a second. But yeah, I would like a 144 hertz.
I think one of my stupid bloody thing. One of my friends has one of the 144 hertz ones, but I've not seen it in person. So
yeah, I don't really want to have one of these ridiculous 200 or 300 hertz screens because
yeah, it's a bit overkill at this point, I think.
Yeah.
God's sake, never high enough. Damn it. I don't even know if this is the right thing to be doing, but I think it is.
I think there is a cannon that's nearer, and you basically just shoot straight up, and he just falls down into it.
Really?
I think that's how that one goes. Could be wrong though, because again. It's been a while since I played it as well.
Yeah, Mandela's Mario. They actually have a Metal Mario thing here, but I don't think it's actually used for anything. Down here, because there's a little platform. Yeah, I am kind of looking forward. It's a bit weird, but I'm really looking forward to that. What's it called? The oh no! I was just left a little bit more. That Game and Watch.
Oh yes.
Really, I know it's just like, oh, it's Mario Portable because we've never had that before. But I don't know. I'm just a little bit excited about it as a sort of novelty gadget.
Yeah, I've got mine pre-ordered. Of course.
Me too.
So yeah, it is just having a whole, I wouldn't say console,
No.
but having like Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 2 in your pocket on a device which is like half the size of a 3DS or.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know, it's just like, it's a dedicated machine for 1 or 2 games in this case.
Yeah, technically 3.
Technically 3, yeah, and you can just sort of pull it out while you're on the train and that and just play a bit of Mario, you know? Which is without messing, going through menus, putting cartridges in and things like that. It's a nice sort of change to have that sort of thing. I only wish, like I say, it was more of an All-Stars thing, where if it had all of the NES Mario games, I think that would have been perfect. If you had Mario 3 and Mario USA and all that on it, that would have been perfect. But I'll take it.
Yeah.
I actually rather like the original Mario game, so I think it's quite well.
Well, the thing is, not that I've got it based on anything, but a few people have said, oh, it's got a USB-C port, so therefore it must have some sort of memory that we can transfer other ROMs onto it.
Well, they're saying it's just for charging it, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it might work for that. You might be or hackable in that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely possible.
Well, that's how the Beanies were.
Yeah.
They started off as just power ports, and somehow, they were able to access the flash memory from there, weren't they? So that's now you say that, it's entirely plausible that is the case. So yeah, come on, yes, did it. Stupid bastard star. The way it just doesn't even touch the ground as well.
Yeah, just headbutted the star. I think that's all of them there now. Yeah, I never have to touch that level again.
It's a bit like me with this level at the moment.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait to see the end of that one. Is that all? Oh, there's a snow level. I still got stuff to do on the snow level, haven't I think.
Oh, for
because I just saw you save that last fall, and then then I realised there was a delay, and then it was all sadness.
I thought you got your shine, your star. I'll get this shine.
Yep.
This time round, no.
Okay, yeah, no, I've done everything from the first area that isn't some obscure star.
I got stuck with the on the Bob-omb field, battlefield. Part where you're supposed to have like the wing cap, and
oh yeah, because you will have to come back for that, won't you? How'd you get that one? God damn it! It's just floating there like a.
Yeah, imagine like say 9-year-old me just like thinking, surely there's a way of getting this.
Oh, I think I know how to get it now. I was just being daft. Yeah, like I feel like I must be becoming more dense because like that should have been obvious to me from seeing that switch, but evidently not.
No. Here we go. Boom.
Oh.
Right. Here we go. Stay on, stay on. I want this one up, but I can't. Got it.
Yeah, just don't fall off the edge.
I'm not saying I'm done with this level, but
But I'm done with this level.
yeah.
I think one of the things I was most sad about losing in subsequent Mario 3D games was like his punch kick combo. He's never had that back again,
No.
which I thought I understood. Like Sunshine, I understood why it wasn't there, but when it wasn't in Galaxy, I was like, why? Why? He has no like flood to stop him. So
Especially the fun sound he makes out. Wow. Ooh.
yeah, exactly. I know it's really satisfying to like punch and kick things in Mario 64 that you know I would have liked to have had back. Whee. But yeah, like when you think about it, they've never ever done the same thing. The closest thing they've ever done to do the same thing twice was Galaxy and Galaxy 2, you know. But that was a literal sequel to Galaxy, so I sort of understand that.
It
But
was pretty much
they-
like all the ideas they couldn't squeeze into like the first game. They just made
Yeah,
a
exactly.
thing out of it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that was like a sort of almost like a 1.5 game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, like they always change like the core mechanic, if you know what I mean. There's always like a there's a twist, you know.
Yeah. I mean, these 3 games that are in this collection, yeah, they do have like they're all in a similar vein, but like in Super Mario 64, it's the first time you get to play in 3D. Sunshine, you have Flood, and Galaxy, you pretty much can jump all over the place.
Yeah, like I'd say 64 has that thing where like you have more of kinetic fighting because you're literally punching things, you know. And then yeah, Flood in Thingy, so it was a lot more of like a vertical game. Flood, there was a lot more sort of freedom in the platforming, and then obviously Galaxy was, you know, I don't know. So it's a very cinematic game, Galaxy. Because obviously you had the spin and the star bits.
Yeah, it was fun to play, especially having the motion controls on it as well.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are happy that the waggle's gone for the spin. I was never bothered by it. I mean, I don't mind it's gone. You know, I haven't got necessarily a personal attachment to it, but it's not like I was thinking, oh, I hate this game because you have to waggle the remote to make him do the little spin, because I don't know, it just never bothered me.
But yeah, it seemed like a very, I wouldn't say unique thing. I suppose it is unique for the Wii at the time.
Yeah.
Whereas now we've all moved on from motion controls and pretty much all the gimmicks that the Wii had.
It's weird, when the Wii came out, motion controls first thing, I was like, okay, this is the future. But now I'm thinking, it was a bit of, I mean, I like motion controls to an extent, but I think it really does depend on the game. You know, I don't think they're necessarily a bad mechanic. I think certain games are fantastic with motion controls, but not every single game, you know?
No, especially when some games do really, like, as if they're forced upon.
Yeah. Some games I just feel like you have a perfectly good game here and you just spoil it, you know?
Prime example, Donkey Kong Country Returns. I really couldn't play it because it involved me waggling the Joy-Con Not Joy-Con, the Wii remote.
Yep.
For no reason.
Thankfully, we had the thingy version of that eventually.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
I can't remember if I got it for my 3DS. No, I didn't get it for 3DS, but I would have liked it for my 3DS.
I got jammy with that because Nintendo was selling codes on their actual website for the 3DS games, and they put a pricing error, and they were selling them for £2.
Oh.
So I was able to get Donkey Kong Country Returns and Mario Dream Bros, I think it was Mario and Luigi Dream Team, for £2 each. So, you know, and they quickly fixed that error, but because they obviously they have an automated response to email you the code.
Yeah. They too quick for them.
They kind of had to by default honour the order. So yeah, that was handy.
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh, and I got New Leaf as well, £2 as well.
Yes, that's really good.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, just saying. I can't imagine it happening these days because, pretty much Steam and Xbox Live, Xbox and PlayStation, pretty much as soon as they know something's not right, they literally cancel the game and take it pretty much away from you. Yeah,
they can do that now, can't they? They have a bit more power, but like back then they were literally just sending you a code, weren't they? So I guess it was like they don't know whose 3DS had it, if you know what I mean, to remove it from. But now it's kind of linked directly to your thing, so they know your purchase history.
Yeah. Well, say for the Switch's eShop, they definitely know who has what and how long you've had like playtime for something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, go away. Yeah.
I just wish we had like the Japanese My Nintendo app for phones over here.
Oh yeah.
They pretty much tell you like all the times and all the pretty much every single bit of info that you'd like to know from your Switch, in back to the Wii U days.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not really like Nintendo. Usually they just don't seem to give a damn about their old systems. Once the new system's out, they're like, yeah, no, we're not supporting that anymore. Gotcha. Oh no. Yeah, I would like a system like that, just on my phone, for example, where I can just literally check how long I've been playing X game for. Because the Switch is kind of annoying for that. When you first start playing a game, it won't tell you how long you've been playing it, just when you last turned it on.
Yeah.
You know? That's annoying. It's like, I want to know how long I've been playing it. I've probably played for like 30 hours in the last few days.
Yeah. I know a certain someone, Gamer Man, he literally keeps track of pretty much everything on like Excel sheets and this and the other. But yeah, I just wish the site we had something like that on our phones to basically check up on our progress and things.
Yeah, it does seem like an odd thing to only have in Japan. It's like, what do they think Western gamers don't care? You know?
I reckon it is eventually going to come over here, but yeah, it takes a bit of time.
Yeah, is it fairly new, or?
I'd say it was releasing this year.
Right, so it's still possible then, I suppose.
I guess it's more of a trial over there, and they know like many people have actually played a lot of Nintendo games.
Oh, I thought I was going to be able to cheat and get that star really quickly there. Close though. Ooh, no. Sod off, Shy Guy, sod off. Oh, god damn it. So close. I know there's a flight wing cap here. Oh, it's there. I could probably fly up there, but I don't know, that probably won't go as well as it goes in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like you want to remember exactly how you used to play it, but you just
Yeah.
can't.
Oh no. Sod off. I always remember one thing, because obviously I grew up Sega and stuff, so when I moved to Mario, I wasn't used to this idea that you wouldn't keep your lives between starting your game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because in Mario, like, no matter how many lives you collected in the old games, as soon as you come back to it, you're back to like 3 lives or whatever again. Whereas Sonic, you was just like, if you collected 99 lives, you would keep 99 lives of your save file.
Yeah.
But I like it in a way now because it means that it doesn't make lives can ruin the experience where you just don't even have to think about it anymore. And where you still, in Mario, you do sort of have to think about the fact that you could run out of lives.
Well, prime example of that is when I first played New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the 3DS. They were literally just throwing lives at you and just like, well, where's the challenge?
Yeah, what is the point? Yeah, no, exactly. I didn't play that one for very long. I think it might have been partially due to that. I have it, and I got one. There's one that came with a little, like, it was like a little coin, but it was also like a little 3DS case.
Yeah, I missed out on those, but
yeah, you know, I know New Super Mario Bros. Gets a little bit of a bad rap because it's not very inspired, which I guess I agree with that. But they're fine. I think they're like, it's more 2D Mario, and they're never bad. It's just they're sometimes not fantastic.
yeah.
Which
I'm not saying they're generic, but they are. They are exactly what you expect them to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's just some more Mario levels in 2D. They give you some new power-ups and stuff, but the levels feel, well, we've done this before, if you know what I mean. Largely, but that's fine, I guess. It's not like 3D Mario ever went away. So, in fact, 3D Mario became more expansive because you had the 3D Land series, which I really love.
Yeah, that was really good.
They might be my favourite sort of Mario games these days, like modernish ones. They are a bit easy, I guess, but they're fun. So
yeah, well, that's the thing. They're easy enough to make sure you come back for more, but not hard enough for you to basically just cry about it and just give up on it. So. Yeah,
and like I say, they always have like hold on to it. 3D Land and 3D Worlds. Like 3D Land had a whole mode where you play as the whole game again as Luigi in like a remix mode that's a lot harder.
Yeah.
So the basic game was just to sort of like so anyone could complete it, and then they had a whole game after that, another 8 worlds, that were much harder. I thought that was really good, and the game had quite a lot of life, because of that. So I'm glad they are remaking 3D World, because I really did like 3D World. I feel like it came out and then everyone was talking about it, and then everyone kind of just forgot about it when Odyssey came out.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. It's just a shame that it's all the way until February that we can get our hands on it. Yeah,
I think like the Mario 35th anniversary hype might have died down by then.
Yeah, a bit like the year Luigi.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Everything seems to drag out a bit.
The year and a bit of Luigi.
Yeah, it's great that I wouldn't say a minor character was being acknowledged, but
a side character.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the year of Luigi. It had some neat stuff in it. I'd like to see that for maybe some other characters. Maybe Peach can have a year one of these days, and she can have some games that focus on her that isn't the Peach game.
Yeah.
I never played that game, but
I did. I sort of gave it to my niece, and even she didn't like it.
Yeah, no, I
It's all
mean,
good fun.
yeah, I mean, it looks nice. I love the artwork, the sprites. But yeah, like I don't know, I never gave it a bash. I wish we got Starfy over here. That's something I do wish we got.
Yeah.
America got one of them, I think. We got nothing.
Yeah, I was actually waiting on that to like at least play just once, but yeah, no, never happened.
I don't get Nintendo. It's like that. That seems like an obvious game to release over here. You know, like in the West in general, like Starfy, because it's just like Kirby, kind of, just underwater Kirby. You know. And they sure as hell bring out Kirby games over here, so... Even though one thing I hate about Kirby games over here is they are bloody expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is all Nintendo stuff, but Kirby, you know?
Yeah, especially, well, when like on the Nintendo NES and SNES apps, they've got plenty of Kirby games there. So they know people want it.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
they're just holding it to ransom.
It's just like they got so many on the 3DS, but they're so expensive. Oh, damn it! It's like they're all 30, 40 quid every single one of them, and there's like 5 of them, and it's like I can't buy them all. You know, can't justify it. And I like a Kirby game, but they're not very hard, and I wouldn't play. It's not a game I would play for very long, so I never justify it, even though I really want that robot one.
Yeah.
But Argos were like dumping their stock recently, and they had the what was that one called?
Not Air because that's something else completely. I know the one you mean, but yeah, the name's not coming to me.
It's a multi game. It's like lots of Kirby mini games in one. They released it on SNES as well.
Oh, Kirby's Dream Pack.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
I think it's. I know that's one of the names. I don't know if it was the name for over here.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. Like Kirby games have different names, don't they? Over in Europe and stuff. They do that with Ratchet and Clank, and it's like I know why they do it with Ratchet and Clank because they have suggestive names in America.
Yeah.
They're all innuendos, but over here it's yeah.
They have to be a bit careful.
Yeah. But yeah, I was hoping like when the 3DS, because they've stopped production of the 3DS now, haven't they?
As of yesterday, yeah.
As of yesterday, and that's a shame. I love the 3DS. It's a shame to see it go, but I suppose it held on a surprisingly long time considering.
Yeah, well, it's like 9 months. It's 9 months, 9 years. It's been like when it first came out until now.
It survived 2 Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, like where I remember when the 3DS came out, it wasn't selling amazingly well in its like first little while, and I remember people saying, "Oh, the 3DS is a failure," you know, compared to the DS, because it just wasn't selling quite the numbers the DS was selling. And they were like, "Oh, well, the Vita's going to win, obviously," and it's like, "Well, that didn't happen, did it?"
Yeah.
As much as I like the Vita, you know, make no mistake, the 3DS kicked its ass.
It did.
Yeah.
And that was even when I know there's plenty of homebrew out there for the 3DS and plenty of homebrew for the Vita for that matter.
Yeah.
But pretty much the only reason why the DS won was because everyone was using those flash cards.
Yeah, the R4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
it is. I'd say since like the turn of the millennium, even counting the Wii, the 3DS is the best Nintendo console this side of the millennium.
This side of the millennium.
Yeah. Because when you think about it, there's been the GameCube, there's been the Wii, there's been the DS, and the 3DS just seems to like done a lot more. Like had Street Pass, had well, a lot better internet connectivity. I mean,
yeah.
Like, the original DS, yeah, it sure had its
it was there.
yeah.
Yeah.
The 3D, not 3D, the internet browser coming on a separate cartridge, but then again, the DSi sort of changed that a bit, but was a tiny bit too little, too late for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
3D without glasses, like that was a great gimmick.
Yeah, it's easy to forget the 3D of the 3DS, but yeah, no, you're right. It's that was something it had, and it was like it's never been done since.
No.
Really.
I mean, like, yes, like 3D TVs are pretty much no longer a thing these days because everyone thought it was a good idea at the time.
Yeah, I think
Whereas
people.
now
It was one of those things that didn't really have the staying power, much like the original 3D. And I guess you could make that argument for the 3DS, but I don't know. I think it pulled it off the most elegant.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people going on where it's like, yeah, I turn on my game, then I turn the 3D off and things like that, and it's like, I don't think that's entirely fair.
No.
But
although it was good that they turned it around and basically made the 2DS.
Yeah. They gave people options.
Yeah.
Something Nintendo's generally very good at.
Like with the Switch and the Switch Lite, like you can have one that you can play at home, or you can have one you're playing on the go.
Yeah, you don't have to. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, it's a boss.
Mm-hmm.
What about him? Who breaks series? Wake ancient ones. We know like that. Who rumble.
It's getting close to 7 o'clock now, so
Yeah, I guess we can wrap up whenever you're ready.
I doubt that I'm going to get one more shine out of this one, but
I mean, this has been fun. It's and it's like I say, it's a this could be a good thing, like Lucky Hit and things, something that maybe can be done. Like if like Murray Curry and I don't know if they can. Oh, they have got a PC now, so maybe they can do like Spelunky streams, sort of like at the same time, sort of thing.
yeah. Hopefully we have started something here. So.
Yeah, I know that Murray Curry plays on the PS4. I think so. I don't know how he could capture, but I have a capture card, so I can always take let him on the capture card or something.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have a PC and everything; they can capture from that. So
by the sounds of it, their PC is powerful enough to.
Yeah, they got quite good spec on it actually. They got an i7 in there, so it's more than enough.
Yeah, I was about to say that's better than mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Have any problems? So.
Yeah, and they got 16 gig of RAM, so yeah, I think they'll be all right for streaming. They just need cables long enough, I guess, to go to the PC the other end of the room. So yeah, and now I'm back in Tubury more. I can, I plan to hopefully do some more streaming as well, either on my personal channel or on the Lucky Hit channel, because I know that Gagaman wants to push Twitch, so I'm quite happy to help push those numbers up, So maybe we can become affiliate one day, because I say in my limited experience with Twitch, not my personal channel, but Twitch does actually show results. It's just a shame because, I mean, you can, like say, re-upload, and we have Restream for now, but you won't be able to do that when you're an affiliate.
No.
But if we can find a way to make the chat appear on stream, which I think Gagaman has done, so you can get ones where it sort of keeps it up there as well. So
yeah,
we could then re-upload it to YouTube so it doesn't ever disappear, and then.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I have actually got Restream's chat on my screen, and it's kept all the messages that have been put up on Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, I could probably work it into.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen plenty of people who have re-uploaded from YouTube, and they literally just have the Twitch chat in the corner all the time. So it's almost like you're watching a Twitch window almost. So it's obviously doable, and it's something that I think if we can make Twitch give a go of Twitch, that would be worth doing.
Definitely.
And seeing how we go. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the D-pad works for movement as well. I only just noticed
that's
this.
the point. I'm playing around my D-pad, which does absolutely nothing in Sunshine.
Yeah, and this. I don't know if it was on the N64, but on here it's working like a pad.
Ah.
So yeah.
Yep. So that's our 2 hours up. So
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
say thanks for watching. For those who have been
Yeah.
watching, Alexa, you
Yeah.
don't need to talk.
I mean, even though I've been talking into the ether on my channel, it's
Mhm.
been fun to stream, and we'll try this again maybe sometime. See if you fancy, and we can keep playing or play something else or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Could do dual Galaxy versions and see.
Yeah.
What we
Do Galaxy together maybe.
can- yeah.
Yeah. All right
Okay.
then.
See you.